standing before you tonight, I am aware of this wonderful group of people who have been past recipients of this prestigious award and current recipients. It is indeed an honor to be associated with this great group of leaders, entrepreneurs, visionaries, and philanthropists. There are so many people to thank who have mentored me and given me the opportunity to succeed and fail. One person in particular, when I was at Northwestern National Bank in my early career, was Harry Walquist, who gave me the first chance to really manage and run commercial lending divisions, which then grew into the responsibility of managing the middle market lending activities of the bank. The journey of investing was then unbelievably impacted by Dan Haggerty. It was through Dan that I learned what being an investor actually meant, and as importantly, what it meant to be part of a partnership. This was not an easy transition from the hierarchy of the bank to this form of governance. Dan pounded into my head that a partnership involves a close cooperation between parties, having specified and joint rights and responsibilities. Our group has been involved as a lead investor in 128 management buyouts or equity investments. Over 50 of those companies have been in the upper Midwest, and then during this period of time, under the leadership of Tim DeVries, we were able to launch Norwest Mezzanine Partners and invest in an additional 45 companies. Two unbelievable thank yous go out to Norwest and Wells Fargo, our sole limited partner, who has shown tremendous confidence and commitment to our whole team. Equally important is Dick Kovacevic, who we reported to for over 25 years, and he supported us through various market cycles and allowed us to build a significant private equity firm. In 42 years in the finance world, I've learned patience, the need for a good sense of humor, taking responsibility, sleeping on a lot of airplanes, and also, most importantly, to hire, develop, and value the individuals you work with. What I have not mentioned is truly, in this case, is saving the best for last. Nance has provided me with overwhelming support for 44 years. I've been blessed to have her by my side. I'm grateful for the support of our two children, Peter and Megan, who, along with, as Steve said earlier, Meg's Dan's husband, have given us our first grandchild, Jack. The most interesting change in the last 10 years, however, is learning from Nance the importance of our community and the need to be involved. Things have come full circle. In my first lending division at the bank, the group was known as Manufacturing Non-Electronics. It also only included the bank's nonprofit organizations. I remember financing the building of the original orchestra hall. Now, 40 years later, the opportunity to provide leadership as a couple to this great community has been very rewarding. From the University of Minnesota to the Greater Twin Cities United Way, to the Minnesota Orchestra, to the Minnesota Medical Foundation, we see how it all fits together to create a strong and vital community. Business and community have totally intersected in our lives, and we are blessed because of our network of friends and business associates. I want to thank Twin Cities Business for this honor, especially Jay Novak, who pioneered the magazine. And good luck to you, Jay, in your next endeavor. I also must thank our good friends and former partners who we backed at MSP Magazine many years ago, Bert Cohen, Gary Johnson, and our departed friend, Brian Anderson. Once again, thank you all for being here this night. This has been an amazing night, and thank you very much.
What are the characteristics of a company that would commend itself to your investment?
They generally are companies from 25 to 250 million in revenues. They're generally niche businesses and kind of an industry leader within those niches. We buy profitable businesses. We don't really do turnarounds. And we really look for quality management teams that we can back and buy the company with them and then kind of build a strategy around their expertise.
Are you primarily looking in this area, or as time has gone on, have you gotten more geographically diverse?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. I think we really focused initially in the upper Midwest, and 50 of the companies we've acquired have been in that area. But I think as the fund has grown in size
and the market has just gotten more and more competitive. We really are now looking on a national basis.
Is the business climate here in Minnesota good, getting worse, getting better? What are your thoughts?
The business climate here, I'd say, is about the same. It's not as maybe favorable for manufacturing companies.
Why is that?
I think that the labor pool and the cost of the worker is high relative to other parts of the country. So the great companies that we have located here oftentimes locate kind of additional new manufacturing outside of the area, and which I think is too bad. But clearly the whole medical world, the medical device world is very, very strong here. And the corporate headquarters in this whole market lead to a vitality of the region. So economically it's strong, but the opportunities that we look for are not as prevalent as they used to be.
John, you think of going anywhere else? Or you going to stay here?
I'm going to stay here.
Okay, good. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.